say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The offense lining up for a first down play.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him again. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. He's got it down the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
He'll come out throwing on first down. That's reeled in. It's Randall. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They move the tight end all over. Trying play action. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Bears decide to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the...
Oh, look out, there he goes! And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
This time he's got his man. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. The Longhorns will...
Here we go.
1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Wilkins. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt, and that ball's on the ground behind the line. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense takes matters into their own hands. What a play by the defense there. Loose football. Country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Unloads it left. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Bears are rolling down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ramos. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 4 over Northwestern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
This one's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. Got it! And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early.
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point in the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted it.
Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got to...
And he's running in the open. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Now rolling to the left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. The give to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. At the 20, he's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Got his man in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're lining up to boot it away.
Number 13, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Ramos. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it first and 10 outside the 30. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ramos. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. They're going to throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Bears!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Little touch pass to the receiver. Pass to 45. Off he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Northwestern. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the give off the left side. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game. You're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. What a snag by the defense. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. A first down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh... The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Longhorns! Ready to fire from the pistol. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He makes the connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Tripped up for the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Gain of 9. Brings up second down.
The give to the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. Fires into traffic, picked off. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play in mode.